Located in the heart of Cleveland, the Cleveland International Film Festival opens every year to audiences eagerly waiting for another great year of films that might not otherwise make it to a big screen. The festival, which celebrated its 42nd year this April, takes place at Tower City Cinemas every year and welcomes more and more guests as the years go by. Shorts film programmer Paul Sloop says that guests experience a type of electric feeling when they attend CIFF programs, the same type of electric feeling that prompted him to get involved with the festival in the first place.
I've been involved with the festival for almost 20 years. I've been the head of the shorts film programming for 15. This is my 15th year here at the 42nd CIFF. Festival has obviously been around for 42 years. I fell in love with shorts over 30 years ago by attending this festival and was fortunate enough to be selected to take over the programming of the shorts 15 years ago.
The festival wasn't always as successful as it is today, however. At the time of its conception, back in 1977, the festival played 8 movies across 8 weeks at a small theater called the Cedar Lee. The first few years saw not a lot of interest from the public, but slowly the festival became a more and more anticipated event every year in Cleveland and has become the unstoppable force that it is today.
When I started working here, attendance was just over 35,000. Last year we had 106,000. We'll find out later tonight how we did this year, but it has been a fantastic year. I expect it to be a very good number.
Sloop also believes that it is through smaller, independent festivals that grow to be huge events that the public has become more interested in his own personal work, shorts. A short film, which can range from 1 to 40 minutes in length, are typically some of the most anticipated programs at CIFF every year, so much so that the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences named Cleveland one of the select Oscar-nominating film festivals in all 3 categories.
You know, short films have gotten bigger and bigger. When I started, we had like 13 short film programs. This year, in the last few years, we've had 30. When you throw in music videos and webisodes, we have 32. Our festival, when I started, was not an Oscar qualifying event. We now are one of only 19 in the world that Oscar qualify in all 3 categories, that being live action, documentary, and animation. We've had 3 that were nominated, and all 3 of those won. So we're batting 1,000, so to speak, when they do get nominated. And it's a very big pool that they look at, as far as there are over 70 Oscar qualifying festivals in the world in different categories, but only 19 of those, as I mentioned, qualify in all 3 categories. But we're 3 for 3 with the ones that have made it. So it's about 1 every 3 years gets nominated and wins.
Fans of the Cleveland International Film Festival attribute the amazing films, wonderful staff, and incredible atmosphere for what they consider to be one of the best events around Cleveland every year. So many guests remember a time when the festival was just a small occasion, nothing like the spectacle it is today. But don't worry, CIFF doesn't plan on getting too big for its britches anytime soon.
As big as the numbers are, what we hear from our guest filmmakers who go to film festivals around the world is that we have one of the most organized film festivals they've ever been to. We have learned over the years how to manage the crowds. We have a tremendous facility. Our venue here at Tower City Center allows us to manage those kind of numbers, so we recognize that that's a key part of our success. And we would just suggest to people, don't be frightened by the numbers. We have a good idea what we're doing. It does take a little while as a new attendee to understand how it works, but we have so many people who are happy and ready to direct you and get you into the right place and help you enjoy the festival experience.
Although the attendance numbers have increased largely throughout the years, many Cleveland residents are still unaware of the epic presence that the film festival gives off. Described as one of the most hospitable and organized festivals in the country, staff and volunteers encourage guests to take advantage of the resources that the film festival offers, such as the fairly new virtual reality showcase, Perspectives. They also encourage guests to step outside of their comfort zone and not be afraid to ask questions.
Our reputation, though, like especially within the industry of film festivals and with filmmakers, has grown to the point now where people in that business, so to speak, don't say that. They know that Cleveland has a reputation when it comes to film festival, having one of the very best film festivals in the world. And so when they, and having, despite having said that, when they come, they know it has that reputation, and they're still stunned by how big it is and how well run it is, and the experience they have, how passionate the people are here about film, and how they show up in great numbers with such joy and enthusiasm for the process.
Many film festival staff also believe that people hold back from attending the festival because they believe that there's nothing for them or that it's nothing special because it's just Cleveland. But they could not be more wrong. Attendees and workers alike know that this festival is truly something special.
Our executive director says it all the time. We don't focus on that growing number. That's not what's important to us. It's the experience that we provide. And where do I want it to go? I want us to keep doing what we do, find little ways to make it better. But when we say better, we mean an even better experience for the people who come here with that enthusiasm for film. Our volunteers, our staff is the best in the world at what they do. Our executive director always says, we can't control how people enjoy the films or whatever, but we can control their experience by doing what we do best. And I think our biggest motto is to always be kind. And we are well known out there as the kindest, most generous festival.
Sloop, as well as many other staff, volunteers, and guests, hope to see the festival grow even further in the coming years, possibly becoming one of the top 10 film festivals in the country. For now, CIFF staff is just focusing on working hard, entertaining their guests, and being the best film festival that they can be.